Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Iridescent Halo Tarot. Today's question is, will I meet with them again and or talk? Now this video could be focused towards a friend, a lover, a family member, or anyone that you have in mind. And I have set up, the environment with all love-like colors so that you get the answer that you expect, and more than that, the answer that is best for you. That's why I also set up my environment with some violet essence, which is also my favorite. So let's move on to the reading. Pile number 1 has this very pretty stone. I am not sure what it is, but I love it. Pile number 2 has some rose quartz, of course. Pile number 3 has another very pretty quartz that I have no idea what it is. It has some lines. If anybody knows what this is, please let me know. I love it. I found it in the yard a couple of years back. And then finally, pile number 4 has some amethyst. Alright, so let's move on with our first reading. Today we're just going to be doing a simple tarot read. So let's see what tarot has for you. Okay, so we have 9 of Cups, we have the Star reversed, we also have 10 of Swords reversed, and we finally have 3 of Swords. Now I feel like the person that you have in mind is most likely a lover. I feel like you both had a period of intense happiness, a lot of passion, a lot of love. But then I feel like you guys got distant. You guys might be in a long distance relationship. And I feel like that's when everything started to go in decline. Once this physical distance, somehow became stronger or became more evident, everything started to go in decline. And I think that this is like a one-sided thing. Of course, at one point, like I said, everything was fine, everything was perfect. But now things have changed, and I feel like this other person has not really cared all that much. I feel like for them, was just like a natural transition, something that just happens, like something like a faith in a way, that they just got distant, and in their mind, this was just meant to happen, and you should move on. Because I feel like this person has either repeatedly told you that you should move on without them, without holding on to them. And I don't think that you have insisted so much. I feel like you have carried out the situation, you have carried out your feelings in a very quiet way. I don't feel like you have been the hurt type, that you keep on trying to talk to them, that you keep on insisting. Of course you're hurt, but I think that you keep that to yourself. And that's what's making the difference, I feel like this person, is not necessarily a bad person. It's not someone who never cared about you. It's just that, this person moved on. I feel like this person, as I said, are probably far away. from you, and this new atmosphere, the new environment just gave them something else to think about, and that just kind of got them off track, their relationship. So it's not like they hate you, they don't have any bad feelings towards you, but as soon as they moved to a different place, their focus of interest change. Like for them, relationships are not a priority at this point of time. So there is a part of them, a part of this person that still cares about you, and that's why they've told you to move on, because they know that they're not coming back to you. And because, again, they do not have any plans of being with you or with anybody else. It's just they they have personal plans, they have professional plans, and that's what's in their mind. I feel like they want to travel, they want to go out with friends. Love is not, love is just not something that they're interested at the moment. So now I feel like there is a possibility that you guys will talk, more likely, to just online, but I don't feel like you guys are going to meet again. And of course that hurts you. It's like, this person has the means to meet you when they go back home, or if they go back home, but they just know that meeting you would hurt you more. So that's what's holding them back, because they know that a part of you is not ready to be their friend. It's not like you do not, it's like you genuinely know that the feelings that you have for them would not work out in a friendship context. So that's why you prefer to keep away from that. And this person, again, because they are not a bad person, they just don't want to hurt you more by saying, okay, let's meet. Because that would be something that they want. But they know that that could trigger or bring back the spark of certain feelings. And it might all just be in your mind. So because they still hold that respect for you, they know that they should not be getting back to you anymore. So I think that this person thinks it's okay if you guys, update on each other's lives from time to time, sorry, but they do not feel like it's okay. And yeah, I think that you will also eventually understand that it's okay if you guys only talk a couple of times a year or once in a while, very sporadically, because you know that all the more you talk to them, you will get more hurt, because you know that this feeling cannot be corresponded. Okay, so this is all that I have for you guys. I encourage you to not lose hope and dedicate some time to yourselves. I hope to see you in another reading. Thank you for watching. Okay, now we're gonna move on with pile number 2, which is the rose quartz one. Let's see what tarot has for you. We have 7 of Cups reversed. We also have King of Wands. We have the Hermit. And we finally have the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so I feel like in this case, the person you're probably thinking about, or most likely thinking about, is either a family member or a friend. But I would say I'll go for the friend. Now, you are very disappointed on this person because you thought that they showed you something that they are not. They gave you an image, or they said things, that they didn't actually mean. And they that on top of that, as I said, they gave you the wrong image. They pretended to be something that they were not. And although they do have a reason for that, they do have assistant, to some extent, that backs up their actions or the decision of pretending to be somebody else. Of course, that does not justify them, right? But on the other hand, I feel like you miss them, you feel nostalgia for them. And if I'm correct, it's probably been a couple of months since the last time that you talked. Probably I'm gonna go with 3 to 4 months. But yeah, I think it's not been longer than maybe 5 months. And I feel like you have been debating many times, like, should I go and say sorry? Because I feel like you are a person who tends to say sorry even when you did nothing wrong, but you know that if you go and say sorry, then this person is going to be like, oh, okay. But at the same time, you don't want to be disappointed on this person again by giving them another chance. And you just know that it's not right for you to say sorry because you did nothing wrong. It was their fault. They pretended, I feel like they were probably, someone who pretended to show off, someone who enjoyed shopping a lot, who enjoyed going to expensive places. And for some reason, yeah, now I see things better. I feel like this person probably had this group of friends with whom they prefer to be something that they are not. Or for some reason, they had to show them a different face, and you didn't like that because eventually you realized that not only this image that they gave to other people was not them, but at the same time, they were also trying to be the same with you. Like they were trying to be like this other version with yourself as well. And I feel like you're someone very humble, very down to earth, and far more mature, and also kind of innocent, uh, in comparison with this friend of yours. Um, so yeah, you've just been debating on like whether I should just say sorry, go talk to them because they're my friend and I miss the old them, or should I just give up on them? But this friend of yours also knows that they did something wrong, and they know that you're hurt, and they know that you're ready to talk to them. But I feel like they're being a little proud, and that's why they know. I mean, yeah, they're being a little proud, and so they feel like, no, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna go talk to them because I know I did wrong. Um, but at the same time, they know. I feel like this person know that there's a possibility that you may come up to them and say sorry, because I feel like this is a friend that you had for very long periods of time. You've known each other for way too long. So they know, they sense that you might be missing them, and you might feel like saying sorry by going to talk to them when it's them who should say sorry, and they know it. But it's just that they're being a little proud, and they just don't think that for them, if it's lost, it's lost. Though they miss you, it's just like they messed up, and that's it. You know. Um. Yeah. So it's like they accept the fact that they've made a mistake. They did wrong, but it's lost. Like, they don't want to fix it. It's like, if it's gone, it's gone, and moving on to something else. So the answer, to your question is that you could definitely meet with this person. There you have both chances, you know. You could meet them, and you could also talk to them if you want to, but it depends on you. This person, like I said, is not going to make the move. If you want that to happen, it's you who should make the move, but in the long term it's not going to be the most beneficial for you. You know, this is not going to be something very positive for you, because you have certain expectations about this person, about this friend. You know, you kind of expect them to change, but they may not. So yeah, if it's gonna happen, if you're gonna talk to them or if you're going to meet them, it is your initiative. It's on your side, not on theirs. But again, it's not advisable to do so, because a part of you expects that them to be the old them. Okay, so I hope that has shed some light on your decision making process. And thank you guys for watching. Let me know if this video resonated, and I'll see you again in another video. Okay, so now we're going with pile number 3, this pretty stone. Let's see what tarot has for you. We have the moon. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords reversed. And we also have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you're a very emotional person. And I feel like you've been working on this. I feel like, okay, this is something interesting, because I feel like it's your lover, but it's probably also being your best friend. And they were probably for long your best friend, you know, before being your lover. So I feel like this has been like a one-sided thing for way too long. I feel like you have invested a lot of effort. You're probably even going to a therapy, you know. Perhaps, you know, yeah, either therapy or couples counseling or something of that kind. And even if you guys did attend this counseling, there's a possibility that this person was only attending out of commitment, not because they genuinely wanted to fix things. So I see you, you know, trying very hard. I see you, you know, for some reason I feel like this person used to tell you that you were very emotional. And that kind of bothered them. So I feel like you've been trying to like hold down your feelings. I feel like you've made big changes on yourself to make things better, and these changes, believe it or not, have had an at the end, in the long term, have had a positive impact on an individual scale. You know, so because you started making these changes in your personality because of this person, but in the long term it has it has been beneficial for you. However, like I said, I feel like this is just a one-sided thing. I don't see this person, you know, willing to keep things moving forward. I feel like they're on hold, you know, they no longer have feelings. And yeah, part of them, I feel like they don't want to tell you directly, you know, so that's why they keep on asking you, you know, directly, let's take a break, or let's take some time away from each other, but they don't directly want to tell you it's over. Okay, And it's because they're scared of your reaction. They would rather keep you as a friend, but it is not advisable, that you. Sorry about that. It's not advisable that you agree to be their friend, because although they're ready and everything, the progress that you've made so far on yourself, I feel like you have had a lot to work mentally and emotionally, and I feel like you're finally in a more stable period of your life, and you just want to make things work with this person. I feel like this, again, at one point you guys were best friends, but now this guy or this person actually feels like everything is lost, and he's just trying to tell you that he wants to keep you as a friend, but not necessarily as a close friend that you guys used to be. And yeah, he's just scared that he's scared is to openly talk about his feelings and to openly talk about his feelings and his thoughts. Um, so I feel like he had a very strong personality. You were more like on the soft side. You were more sensitive, and that is kind of the result of the impact of both personalities and the reason why it didn't work out. Now, answering the question, I do think that you will talk to this person again. Um, Maybe on the phone, or maybe on a small, maybe very um, you guys may come across in something you didn't plan to, like maybe at a party, maybe you come across them somewhere and it was totally unplanned, but I feel like it would be just like a small meeting, just like hi and goodbye, or very, just holding up small talk. Now I do sense that there will be an eventual breakup, or if you're married, an eventual divorce or official separation. um but yeah, so if you guys come across, I feel like a part of you will feel completely relieved and completely fine, um that if you see this person, it's over, you can move on, but you just kind of need to hear those words from their mouth. You need them to tell you directly that this is over, I don't want this anymore. So you need to directly talk to this person, and tell them, I need to hear these words from you. Like, don't be scared anymore of saying this. I need to hear it from you. That will give me peace. And once everything is sorted out, then, as I said, I feel like there might be a meeting. There might be a very, once this person, expresses their feelings and the true thoughts, you're gonna be calm, but everything is also gonna be, um, like from that point onwards, this person is not gonna, no longer going to feel like they have to even be friends with you, like they know that they may have to you for something, but they're not gonna try to be your best friend or anything. um but if they don't express their feelings, they might put put up, that they're good friends or something, because they don't want to feel bad. But if you tell them, talk about this with me, then they're gonna know that, they're gonna realize that you know it already, you sense it already, and then they're gonna feel, the trust that they need in order to tell you how they actually feel. But again, I just sense like some talk, like, that involves fixing something, sorting things out, and then at the end, like very casual meetings, something unplanned. I hope I hope that this reading has been helpful for you guys. I hope everything sorts out soon, and let me know in the comments if this resonates. Thank you for watching. we're finally going to go with pile number 4. We have Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 4 of Pentacles reversed, and 8 of Pentacles reversed. And I do feel like you are someone who probably stopped talking to this person because of a financial problem. I feel like you were providing for them. For some reason, I feel like this is your son or your daughter. But so I feel like you most likely had a financial problem with them, a financial disagreement, and that's what caused a misunderstanding, the reason why you guys not talking to them. Now I feel like you have already made up your mind. You don't want to talk to this person as of now. Like you're way too angry, you're way too disappointed on this person that you just don't want to get involved with them because you sense that they may use you or they may request money from you, and you're not ready for that. You don't want to do that. You have the means, but you don't want to do so. Now, if this is not your son, it might be a partner or another family member. It could be as well, but I'm just, it's just any family member, okay? I would say a son, but depends on your situation, of course. Remember, this is a general reading. I do think that at one point, you guys could get over the disagreement. Because you know that if you go talk to him or her, they will not refuse. They will accept it. They will agree to talk to you, and everything will be okay. But it's you just don't have the will. You know that if you go talk to this person, everything's gonna be okay because they will not deny. They know that they cannot deny. They cannot refuse to talk to you. But again, it's just that you don't want to. And I feel like for a long period of time, you're not going to talk to this person. And I feel like that's how it's going to continue. You are also not talking to them on the phone or anything online. I feel like if it happens, it's just very minimal. However, on the other side, this person is kind of going through a difficult period of their time, the story of their life. They just they kind of refuse to accept, that they made a mistake, they made use of you. But at the same time, they know that they could use some of your help. It's just that they've misused your finances or your money or a property. They misused that, and that's what makes you be hurt, be disappointed of them because they misused the tools or whatever you provided for them, any goods that you provided for them. So they're pretending, they're working to get their own things. They're pretending that they're working, but it's just that they expect that they still get this help from you. They expect that you to touch your heart and be like, oh, it's okay, now here's my help in the end. So, but at the end, they're just pretending they're doing something about it. They're just pretending that they're working because they're sorry, and they're also pretending that they genuinely want to talk to you. But it's not like they really want to do so. It's just that if you offer them help or if you offer to fix things in a way, they could not say no because since they're not working, they're not financially stable. They could never deny, and yeah, they could never deny getting some help from you. Um, so if everything goes on the same way it's going through, you're gonna maintain your position of I don't want to talk to him or this person because you sense it. You sense that they're only trying to use you, and a part of you wants to help them out, but you know that they also have to learn on their own. So I think this is all that I have for you guys in this reading. I hope it's been useful, and see you in another reading.